Hey YouTube, what is going on? This is iTalk.
What's up, Fortnite community? It's your Banana Mooney here.
And in today's video, we have a brand new video. This is the final day for Unpopular Opinions week. Guys, thank you so much for all the support on the channel. As of late, it has really been insane, so thank you all so much. So let's get started. From AP Games, he says, can you do a recap of every single skin? Now, this isn't an opinion at all. This is more like a question. I might do something like this. I was thinking about this on Twitter. What if I talked about every single skin that was ever made in the game in like 2 or 3 videos? I was thinking like maybe talk about the ones from 2017 and 2018, and then maybe all the ones in 2019 when 2019 ends. I'm really curious about doing that. That would take forever, but I think that'd be a cool idea, so I might take this idea into consideration. From Logan Clark, he said, Fortnite is putting out all new skins thinking that it will make the game as popular as it was. I don't necessarily agree with this. I don't think Fortnite is trying to make such banger skins that it'll bring the community back. Like, I remember when like Raven first came out and everyone loved that skin, and then when like they brought back Skull Trooper and stuff like that, I feel like the way Fortnite would bring back people to the game if it was about skins, it would be bringing back the older skins, Ghoul Trooper coming back, maybe a little bit with Recon Expert. Even though Recon Expert is the rarest skin in the game, I don't think many people like it, to be honest with you. People more care about like Ghoul Trooper and stuff like that. So if Ghoul Trooper came back, that would bring more people back into the game than just putting out a new skin that people seem to like, right? Because most of their new skins aren't Skull Trooper. Most of them aren't Ghoul Trooper. They don't have that rarity factor to them, obviously, because they're brand new. So I don't think Fortnite's trying to bring people back into the game by making such drastically different skins that would get people into the game again, but I see what you mean with this. I think it's more of like when they bring skins back from a long time ago, that'll get people to play the game again. From K9 Scopesy, he says they need to sell more gliders in the item shop. I don't necessarily agree with this because I talked about this in a video where I said that, you know, gliders don't even seem to be in the item shop anymore unless it's a part of a featured set. My line of thinking is that gliders have become more irrelevant than they've ever been. They got rid of the glider redeploy item besides only in Team Rumble. You really rarely ever see your glider anyway, and then 9 times out of 10, you're probably using an umbrella, so I don't know if they really do need to sell more gliders. I think wraps are a lot better. You see them all the time on your weapons and stuff like that. The gliders you barely even see anymore, so I don't know if they really even need to sell more gliders in the item shop. From Dynamite, he says the Battle Pass is overrated because it seems like 90% of the lobby rocks a Battle Pass skin. So this is actually a really interesting one. I think that maybe the Battle Pass skins might be overrated during the season that they're out, right? Like, because yeah, you're right. Obviously, when a new Battle Pass comes out, everyone's gonna be rocking those skins in the game because not everyone can afford item shop skins. So I totally get your line of thinking here, but I like to think they actually become more underrated the more seasons pass. Like, I love rocking the Zoe skin from season 4. I love using that skin. It's so good, and no one really even uses older Battle Pass skins. So I think when the season is past, a lot of people will gravitate back to more older Battle Pass skins just because not everyone is going to be running Season 5, Season 4, Season 3 Battle Pass skins anymore, right? Like, when was the last time you saw someone running the John Wick skin? I'm sorry, the Reaper skin. How many times have you seen that? You probably haven't seen that very often. I do see a lot of Black Shields because that is like the most popular back bling. At least to me, I think that would be the most popular back bling. Besides that, I rarely see people running Zoe, Carbide, even Omega. I don't see many people running Omega, Ragnarok. Some of these other skins from previous Battle Passes that I thought were pretty good, I never see them in game. So I think that maybe the Battle Pass skins can be overrated during the season that we're in, right? So season 10, obviously, if you see a Catalyst or if you see an X-Lord, you're gonna see that a lot, right? So I like to use my Battle Pass skins from previous seasons whenever I want to feel unique on the battlefield. I'll run season 9 skins in season 10. I'll run season 10 skins in season 11. You get what I mean? So I understand where you're coming from with this one. I don't know if I would fully agree with it. I see where you're coming from with this. From Lucas Stayman, he said, Fortnite shouldn't leak things like guns, weapons, and sometimes skins in the news section. So what he's basically saying here is that he doesn't like it when Fortnite announces that there will be a new item in the next update, or like what they did with Major Lazer and even like Skull Trooper, that they basically kind of spoiled the next day's item shop by saying, hey, Major Lazer is going to be in the item shop. They do that on purpose because they want to get the community like hyped up for their set updates or for the set item shops. So I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing that they do it, but I do understand you don't want to be spoiled on what they're coming out with. but at the same time, there always is the option to just not look at the news tab. There always is the option to not look at leaks. Like, don't look at like leakers on Twitter or on YouTube and stuff like that. Like, there's ways to get around it. You're not forced to look at it, but yeah, I get it. You want to be surprised. You don't want to see what's coming out until the day of. I mean, that's why when a new battle pass comes out or when a new season comes out, I try to stay so far away from spoilers online, like on the day of. I want to see the battle pass with fresh eyes without seeing anything. So I totally get where you're coming from, Lucas. So thank you for your comment. From Dalt, Tinsel Toes is the most underrated Christmas skin and is overshadowed by Codename Elf, which is only popular because it's OG, and also not even that good of a skin to begin with. Codename Elf is a rare skin. It's been a really long time since that skin was last out, and I'm not the biggest fan of it. It's not the best Christmas skin in my opinion. If anything, it's probably the worst one out of all the ones from 2017 to 2018. I mean, you had like what? Ginger Gunner, Merry Marauder, Crackshot, Nogops, Yuletide Ranger. I think Codename Elf was the worst one out of those. I'm just saying, that's just my personal opinion. But yeah, I do feel you that Tinsel Toes was kind of underappreciated back in 2018. I think Tinsel Toes is a great skin, honestly. I actually like using that skin a lot, and I always remember seeing people say, oh, she looks too fat, or she doesn't look that good. I never understood that, because I actually think Tinsel Toes is a really good skin. So I'm going to agree with you. I think Tinsel Toes is very underrated. From Geo, Dark Voyager, Dark Vanguard, Mission Specialist, Moonwalker are some of the best skins from Season 3. I'm going to heavily disagree with Mission Specialist and Moonwalker. For the longest times, without having their visor down, I really didn't like these skins. They just look cheesy and cartoony to me. And yes, that is what Fortnite's about. I just didn't like these skins that much at all. I found their backblings to be rather boring. I found their harvesting tool EVA to be really bad as well. Dark Voyager, though, is awesome. I love the Dark Voyager skin. Dark Vanguard as well is actually pretty good as well, minus maybe the weird colors with like the orange and the bright purple. I still found those skins to be good. But until Mission Specialist and Moonwalker got the visor down option, I really didn't like these skins that much. But now that they have it, I think it's a lot better. I like the visor down more than up. So yeah, actually, I will say that these were some of the best skins from Season 3. I'll definitely agree with you on that one. From Jim Boy, he said, off topic, but Fortnite should add a white and black color for your banner, or even a full color wheel. Please, can we get this? I would love this. I mean, we have this in so many other games that, like, I'm making my new Discord server, and they give you an option to just use a color wheel. Pick what exact color you want, and I don't know if Fortnite will actually ever do that, because that might be a little too much customization. So, I don't know, but I would love that. Can we please get that, Fortnite? Come on. From FMBR Alert on Twitter, he said, Fortnite needs bad item shops. If every shop was good, then there would be no variety, and the shop would be boring. This means stuff shouldn't always be in the same item shop. So, I'm going to agree with you, but here's the thing though. You say that we need bad item shops every so often. I 100% agree with you. You can't make a good item shop every single day of the year. That's impossible. But when the majority of your item shops are usually bad, that is when I have the problem, is when they're usually bad. You can probably make a good item shop at least 3 or 4 times a week if they put in the right items at the right time, right? Like, don't put every single skin that hasn't been out in a while all in one shop. Like, spread it out a little bit, right? I think what they need to do with the rotation is make it, instead of every 30 days, they make it like every like 360 days or something like that, or something. Like, I understand that they need to have some rarity on items just so there's more hype when they come back. Like, I know I think my rarest item shop skin right now is Far Out Man. That skin hasn't been out since I think September 2nd or September 3rd of 2018, and it's almost been a year since it was last out. So I feel like I said, they purposely hold back on some skins just to bring some hype to them. So yeah, some shops have to be bad, but when the majority of them are bad, that's when I'm like, I just want them to do better with the shops. They have so many items in their catalog they could easily throw in the shop, and they just choose not to do it, and it's really frustrating for those that just want to see some older stuff come back. From Oreo GFX, Epic doesn't know how to optimize their game. Fortnite tries really hard to optimize their game to the community, and because the community is so big and there's so many conflicting ideas with what people want in their game. Do they want easier wins? Do they want more balance? Do they want more overpowered stuff? They have the casual community, they have the Reddit community, the Twitter, the YouTube, the pro community. There's so much going on with the game right now that Fortnite just can't appeal to every single person. That is something they just cannot do. Maybe they don't know how to optimize their game to everyone's credibility, but again, you gotta remember, this game is so popular that they can't appease to everyone. But I will agree with you a little bit on that, because I don't think any game publisher could optimize their game perfectly perfectly to everyone's needs if they had like a ton of people playing the game. So yeah, that's how I think about it. From Nick Drill 20, Electro Swing and Laid Back Shuffle are overrated emotes. I don't really see many people really talking about Laid Back Shuffle as if like it was the best emote or anything, nor do I even really see many people use it in games, so I don't know about Laid Back Shuffle being overrated. Electro Swing you could say is very overrated. It's one of the best item shop emotes in the game. They notoriously released it 2 days apart from 2 item shops before, which is really bad on their part, but it just goes to show how much they want to sell this emote. So Electro Swing I definitely could see as overrated, even though I do think it's still a good emote. And Laid Back Shuffle, I don't think that's overrated at all, if I'm being honest with you. From Mediocre Things on Twitter, he said Dark Bomber isn't as good as people make her out to be. So I'm gonna disagree. I think Dark Bomber is good. It has animation through the skin. I like the colors on it. So I don't think Dark Bomber isn't as bad. It's just, I think it's because, you know, Face Sway uses it, and I joke with this all the time where I'm like, oh, is that Face Sway? Yo, is that Sway when I see a Dark Bomber? Because yeah, I mean, it's funny to joke about that kind of thing. People joke with me about, you know, the power chord skin. Oh, they see a power chord. Oh, is that ITalkFortnite? Or they see someone with 6 string. And I do personally think that Dark Bomber is a really good skin, even if it's just pretty much like a recolor of Bright Bomber. There was a lot more detail that went into this than Bright Bomber, and I don't think I do think that Dark Bomber is good. It could be a little bit overrated though, in my opinion, but I do think the skin itself is still very good, I would say. From Kobe Kids on Twitter, Season 2 Battle Pass was always bad since release, and creative is the future for Fortnite as of the state of the Battle Royale seemed to become. Okay, so let's take this one at a time. Season 2 Battle Pass was always bad. Disagree. It was their first iteration of the Battle Pass, and they fully fleshed it out in like Season 3, 4, 5, 6, and moving forward. They fully started to flesh out the Battle Pass. Season 2 was their first try with the Battle Pass. The Season Shop wasn't really received well by most players because they didn't want to spend money on the game back then, and they thought leveling up to earn these skins, but you had to buy the skins, was really cheap. Now look at us now. If we could go back in time and do it, we would. But Season 2 was the first Battle Pass that they tried up, and I thought it was great. They had good harvesting tools. The skins are really memorable. Blue Squire, Royal Knight, Black Knight, Sparkle Specialist, the emotes. I mean, the floss emotes in it. I don't think the Season 2 Battle Pass is anywhere far from bad, in my opinion. I think it was good, especially for a first attempt, and it only had 70 tiers. I thought it was really good. And creative is the future of Fortnite. Yeah, I'd agree with that, because with creative, you have so many different game options. You have so many different maps to play on. Like, you could literally like be lost in creative and never go back to the normal game again if you really wanted to. There's websites out there that show you good maps and stuff like that. So yeah, honestly, I would say creative is the future for Fortnite, but I will say that the Battle Royale game is still going to be a good mode to play regardless. From Equalizer, the spray glitch with the sniper scope is actually cool. So if you guys are unaware what I'm talking about, I'll show it right here. This is not a cool glitch at all. It's really annoying and it hurts my eyes, so no, I disagree. From Roast Pork, the glowing blue eyes on Skull Trooper ruin the skin. This is actually something that I don't really see many people talk about. So if you guys are unaware, with the Skull Trooper skin, he now has a blue glow around his eyes, and he's had that since I think they re-released him in October of last year. And if you have the glow in the dark edit style, I believe the eyes are also glow in the dark. And if you have the purple Skull Trooper, there's a purple eye, like a purple eye glow. And I do find this actually kind of annoying, so I will agree with you on this one. I'm not the biggest fan of the eye glow. I kind of liked it when he was just a normal skin and not some superstitious looking skin with the glowing eyes. So yeah, I'm actually going to agree with you on this one. It is kind of distracting, and I wish there was an option to just remove that. From Dens on Twitter, Power Chord doesn't come back enough. I disagree. Power Chord honestly comes back way too often now. And I'm not saying the skin's bad because it comes back very often, but what I'm saying here is that Power Chord is on the rotation, which is phenomenal. I love the skin. I want everyone to own this skin, honestly. It's a really good one. But do I think it comes back very often? Absolutely. There's other skins out there that need to come back that would bring more life to the item shop, but seeing Power Chord come back every 30 days does get very annoying sometimes, so no, I think it comes back way too often. And from Somber Rams on Twitter, the Burst SMG is a good SMG because of how quick it is to melt through people, and 2, DJ Bop and Ice Queen were some of the best skins in Season 7 outside of the Battle Pass. So the first one we'll cover is the Burst SMG is a good SMG because of how quick it is to melt through people. Yeah, I'd agree. It's a good starting weapon. I don't see myself coming into the final circles with this thing. That's all I'll say. It doesn't go through builds at all. When you need something to actually chew through builds, and that thing does not do it one bit. And then DJ Bop and Ice Queen were some of the best skins in Season 7 outside of the Battle Pass. I'll say they were the most, like, unique skins from Season 7, I would say. But some of the best, I don't know if I can fully say that without me thinking that I'm wrong about it. Because there were some pretty good skins in Season 7 as well, but these were definitely some of the most unique, so I think I'll leave it at that. And that is it for Unpopular Opinions Week, guys. Thank you all so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed the series, let me know with a like, but only, like I said, if you enjoy the series and the content. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, and turn on that bell just to get all my latest uploads, and comment down below. What are some of your unpopular opinions with Fortnite? I would love to know. Follow me on Twitter at ITalkFortnite. Follow me on Instagram, ICanTalkFortnite. If you would like to use me for support a creator, my code is ITalkFortnite. Thank you all so much that use that code. You seriously do help me out a lot. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you all later. See ya.